What's up, gang? Got a video here for the pistols we're doing on Thursday. I'm doing pistols in quotes because when we approach the pistol, which is going to be part of our next kind of skill or movement focus over the next few weeks, it's good to remember why we do pistols. The pistol is a drill. Got my helper here, Mr. A. The pistol is a drill to make sure that, to challenge our lower leg, hip, our feet, our ankle. It's mobility based, it's balance based, it's strength based. So even though like the pistol is a very definite thing, it's a single leg squat all the way up and down, there are a lot of other almost like cousins or basic fundamental ideas that I think we can plug into it that will both help you get the actual pistol, but keep in mind like the big picture of what we're trying to achieve here. So there are 3 variations to this drill, and I want you to pick one of them. Even if you can do the full pistol, I think there's something to take away from this, both from the fact that you will be put back into the beginner's seat, which I think has a lot of value, but there's going to be some part of this drill that's different enough from a regular pistol, like I said, for you to take something home. So embrace one of these versions. There will be a good amount of struggle, and like I said, I think it will help us get to our end of a more resilient lower leg, as well as actually achieving the actual pistol. So here's the first variation, very simple. I want you to pick a box height, and this is a relative height for you. It can be low, it can be high, but what we're looking to do is I want you to step up onto the box all the way up without the use of your other foot, and ideally when you're up at the top, you're not using the other foot for balance. And then under control, we're going to try and step back down. Then we'll switch feet, step, and then come up. Make sure you have the balance at the top. Come back down. Few key points there. I'm stepping and placing the foot in like a very controlled manner, and then when I step up, I'm not really launching off of this foot. I'm just kind of starting to get my weight onto this foot and almost using this to kind of pull and step up onto the object. I'm also not allowing this foot to slide up or down the box as I go through the rep there. So switch feet each time, step, weight comes forward, I'm up, and then come back down. The way you start to modify this, make it more challenging, you're going to raise it up to a higher and higher spot over time, but pick a spot today where you're able to hit those metrics comfortably, getting a fair amount of reps in. So that's version number 1. Version number 2, I want you to set up the box so that it's high enough where you would probably have to use a little bit of your hands to kind of help you. So what we're looking to do here now is to take the knee above your hip, and maybe you can't quite step out of this, but maybe if you get your hands involved, you can kind of get started. We're going to step all the way up, and then same thing on the way down. Your hands can help you, and lower yourself back down. Switch feet. Step up, use your hands as needed, all the way up, and then come back down. This is similar to what we were doing when we had the box step-ups a month or 2 ago. Like I said, facilitating the on top of the box and the back down using the rest of your body as you do it. Something to keep in mind, it would be ideal if you got to the point where maybe it's starting to become challenging to lift your leg all the way up onto the box under your own control, and maybe just being able to touch the box allows you to get that foot a little bit higher. Again, we're placing it, trying to come forward, and trying not to allow that off foot to slide up or down the box. I'm going to go down as far as I can, controlled, all the way to the floor. There are no hard landings, so just like when we approach the handstand kick-ups, we want to be very silent on the landing, very silent on the hand placement. Third option, and this is very, I'd say, similar to doing a full pistol. In fact, you are effectively doing a pistol. I want you to pick the highest box you possibly can where you can raise your foot onto the box under your own control. So in this case, I could probably get away with going a little bit higher, and I want you to push the envelope. Okay? Let's see, as high as you can go, where under control you can get your foot up onto the object. We're not looking to like slingshot it up there, but if you can raise it all the way up, place the foot onto the box, and then we are going to pull ourselves into what is kind of like the classic bottom of a pistol. Stand, and then we're going to lower yourself back down off the box. Much more challenging, much more involved. You can see here, you're not getting off easy. If you can do regular pistols, this is gonna push you and challenge you in a new direction. You may notice, as I definitely do in myself, there's one side that's more developed than the other. I want you to do, the hardest variation you can with one foot, and then if that means using your hand or using some other variation on the other foot, you can. So when I switch to my right side, maybe I have the controller raised all the way up, but I'm definitely going to need a little bit of help from my hand on the way up, and then I'm going to try to lower it all the way down under control. So it's a nice way to kind of tailor to each of the legs and make sure you get an appropriate challenge. So hopefully you can find something in there that works for you and challenge you to move to the next level. Enjoy!